Hi, everybody. This is Maya Zahira with PsychicProtectionSanctuary.com. And today's mini lesson is simply a reminder to not believe everything that you see online by spiritual teachers. What I mean by this is that not everything is what it seems. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples. The first example is about a month ago, I saw a video, a short little video that was put out by supposedly by a pretty well-known spiritual thought leader, and it was on his channel. And I clicked on the video and I watched it. I didn't necessarily agree with the message, but that's not what this video right here is about. I watched the video and I was evaluating it and thinking about the message and everything. And then I watched it a couple more times, and what I noticed was that in my observation, I really think that that was an AI video. And here were a couple of indicators to me that made me question whether it was actually that person talking or it was actually an AI version of that person. By the way, this video is not AI. This is me in my office talking to you. So there were a couple of indicators. The main one was that his mouth was moving in a really weird way that seemed abnormal, inhuman. Okay. The other thing was when you watched the inside of his mouth when he would talk, it looked pixelated. Do you know what I mean by that? It wasn't like you can see my inside of my mouth, you can see my tongue, the pink inside my mouth, you can see my teeth. Well, AI can't, at least currently, can't quite keep up with that. And so the inside of this person's mouth was pixelated. It was like black and it didn't look right. So I'm thinking, okay, so we're supposed to think that this person is putting forth this message and this isn't even him. Who knows where this message is coming from? I don't know. But the idea being, don't believe everything that you see online, because this is that particular video. I'm not going to name the person that it is because that's not how I roll. But this particular video, it most likely wasn't actually him. It was AI generated. Okay. There's another example that I'll give of don't believe everything that you see online. And it's that a couple months ago, I was a guest on a podcast. Again, I'm not going to name the name of the podcast, but I am going to say, if you see that I have promoted one of my many podcast videos on my YouTube channel or wherever, if I'm promoting it, then that's not one that I'm talking about. So if you see that I've listed it on my YouTube channel, that's all on the up and up. Okay, so this is one that I have not posted anywhere because I don't want to promote it. I was a guest on this particular spiritually oriented podcast, and I found out very quickly that they don't care about the person's real story. They actually want to just create clickbait videos and get people to watch and have reactions. I actually spent almost an hour and a half doing the interview, talking with this person. And then the actual final version of the podcast was about 20 minutes long. So from an hour and a half of talking down to 20 minutes. And you could see in the video, it was very evident. You didn't have to have like audio visual like degree or anything like that, or a tech degree, to be able to clearly see that they had chopped up different parts, because I would be in the middle of a sentence and then it would chop, and that you could clearly see that they had spliced all these different sections together. And having been there and having spoken those words myself originally, I was like, whoa, they took this piece from the very beginning of my talk and then another piece from way at the end and spliced it over here, so it makes it sound like I'm saying something that I actually don't agree with or believe in at all. So I was kind of upset about this. I was kind of triggered. I really think that for them, for their channel, it's all about creating clickbait, getting the money from the channel. There was no, in my opinion, respect for what a person's message, like the message that they actually are trying to put forth. I found out at a later date, I've met at least one other colleague who did an interview with that channel and had the same experience. So, coming back to our original message, don't believe everything that you see online. It could be AI, it could be heavily edited. So even if it is not AI and there's the actual person sitting there speaking, maybe it's been heavily edited and their message has been all garbled up and changed around. I will emphasize again though, any videos that are on my channel are my words and I approve. But if it's somewhere else, random other place on YouTube or somewhere else, don't necessarily believe. Even if it's my face and my mouth talking, if it looks like it's edited, you don't know how they've changed those words around. Okay? And this goes for anyone that you're watching online. I saw a documentary about a spiritual teacher, not a spiritual teacher that I'm particularly aligned with, but when that podcast thing happened to me, it gave me a new perspective for what that spiritual teacher went through in because their words had been very chopped and butchered as well. I'm not saying that I agree with that teacher, but their approach, but I saw in a new way how you can't believe everything that you see, watch, or listen online. So keep that in perspective, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. As always, I'm sending you all my love. And finally, if you would like more information, you can find it on my website, psychicprotectionsanctuary.com, or on my YouTube channel, psychicprotectionsanctuary.com. Have a good night.